Moms, what did your daughter do the moment she heard you scream at night? Last night I was in the kitchen, dancing barefoot, munching on leftover pizza when I slammed my pinky toe against the chair, leg, and let out a scream that could wake the dead. My daughter Lila came sprinting down the hall. She's 8, small, adorable, with giant hazel eyes but dangerously clever and just a little mischievous. She stopped in the doorway, tilted her head and whispered, "Mom, did Dad hit you?" I started laughing. "What? No, Lila, your dad's passed out on the couch." She squinted at me like Detective Lila just uncovered a cold case. That's what all moms say. Then she pulled out her tiny notebook, yes, she keeps one, and started scribbling furiously. Screaming, nighttime, Dad nearby, suspicious. The next morning, she strutted into the kitchen like a tiny lawyer walking into court. Dad was half asleep, sipping coffee. Lila slapped her notebook on the table, pointed her pencil like a weapon, and said, "Confess, did you punch my mom last night?" My husband nearly choked on his drink. "What? No!" Lila narrowed her eyes, then explained the scream. He tried to laugh it off, but she wasn't joking. She leaned forward and whispered, "If you don't tell me the truth, I'll call Grandma. Choose wisely." I was dying of laughter inside. She sounded like a mini mob boss. My husband shot me a desperate look for help, but I just shrugged. Lila snatched his phone and bolted down the hallway. He ran after her, yelling, "Give that back!" And she screamed, "One more step and Grandma's getting the call. If this kid ever joins the FBI, we're all finished." That night, chaos returned. I was reading in bed when my husband decided to tickle me out of nowhere. He dug his fingers into my ribs, and I screamed bloody murder, loud enough to wake the neighbors. Lila burst through the door like she'd been waiting for her moment. She gasped, saw her dad hovering over me, and shouted, "I knew it!" Before we could explain, she grabbed the house phone and dialed Grandma. It was 11:30 p.m. Grandma answered, groggy, and Lila yelled, "Come quick, Dad's attacking Mom." My husband froze like a deer in headlights. I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe, which only made it worse. 15 minutes later, Grandma stormed in wearing her robe, wielding a rolling pin like a weapon. "Where is he?" she barked. My husband threw up his hands. "I was tickling her." Lila crossed her arms. "That's what they all say." I was crying with laughter while Grandma scolded him. "Tickling your wife at midnight? You need help, son." And there was Lila, sitting smugly at the foot of the bed, like she'd just solved the greatest mystery in family history.